Hello and welcome in. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel. I am so glad to have you here today. I have something very excited I want to talk about. This last holiday season was the time to add a new member to our family. So here is Bo, our brand new cockapoo puppy. And right now he's napping and he's absolutely lovely, but sometimes he's very hyper and full of energy as any puppy might be. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how you can protect your home so that you could bring your puppy or new pet in safely and have every single thing that you need in order to be successful with your dog at home. Okay, back to nap time. All right, a little disclaimer here. I am not, and in no way am I an animal professional in any way, shape, or form. But what I am is a homeowner, a wife, a real estate agent, someone who really wants to train up their pet well and protect their home along the way. Because if you're having a pet and if you want them to be an inside pet, chances are they might do a lot of things while they're in the midst of training that can really hurt your property, hurt your home, hurt your furniture. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the things that worked well for me and my husband as it relates to our puppy Bo in order to give him a safe, happy, and great environment without sacrificing the quality of our property or harming it in any way. All right, I want to talk to you about some of the items that made training and keeping our house safe so much easier right off the start. And I'm going to let you know all the things that I can. I'm going to link in the description in case you want to check it out and potentially get it for your pet and your family. So the very first thing that we got was we went and we bought a crate. We thought it was really important to crate train our puppy in order for him to sleep alone at night, in order for him to have a safe little den and cave to nap in during the daytime. A lot of pet trainers on YouTube talk about how important that is to crate train them because it might be something they do at the vet sometimes or at the groomer, or even if they're being, if you're boarding your dog in the future, if you're on a vacation, they should be able to be comfortable in their crate. At least that's what I'm told. And a great thing is it creates this hub, right? So there's different crate options you can get. We have a wire crate that you can fold and easily transport. You can get a plastic crate. There's also crates that have wheels, so you can move them to different parts of your house. That sounds really useful. We might invest in one of those down the road. But one thing that we added in addition to our crate was a crate cover so that we could essentially make it a lot darker and make it look more like a cozy cave and not like a wire cage, right? I'm working, if my husband's working, if we want our puppy to nap and we don't want him to necessarily be getting into things in the house, the crate is a great place. We give him lots of treats. He loves it in there. So it's kind of like his small little bedroom that we can take wherever we need. So I would definitely recommend getting a crate. The second thing that I would absolutely recommend is kind of a combination of things, but I would get an aesthetic playpen, right? If it's ugly, you're not going to want to have it in your house. Let's be honest. But if you can get a playpen that kind of goes with your home aesthetic, nothing crazy expensive, I can link the one that we have. This can be a place that you put your puppy when they need some more time to play, they aren't quite ready to have a nap, but you still need to be doing things. For example, if I'm cooking in my kitchen, I will always be putting Bo in his playpen. And there he can play with his toys. He has little snuggle mats. He has his little bed in there. He has a boat, just kind of everything he needs. And of course, his water as well. And one thing that I've heard is that can really help dogs with separation anxiety if they're not always glued right to you, which our puppy would prefer to be that way. But they can see you. They're in their own zone. And they learn a little bit of independence that way. And in addition to that, in the base of the playpen, you'll see that we have a tarp, just a standard tarp that I got and I folded up. You can get them on Amazon, on Home Depot, anywhere like that. But I also have a reusable, it's called the pee pad. We don't use it that way. We don't encourage our puppy to pee in the house, even with the training pads. I know a lot of people do that and they're successful. We just try to get our puppy out multiple times throughout the day so that they can he can learn to pee outside and poo outside, and that's worked really well. But in case there is an accident, in case there is something that happens, we have that reusable, that washable potty pad that makes a huge difference. And I actually really like the color of the potty pad. It fits in perfectly with our home. It comes in different colors, I believe, and it comes in a lot of different sizes. So we got one that was specific to the dimensions that we were going to make for our playpen. And it's been a great thing. because every now and then there is a little accident. Sometimes he'll have a little tinkle if he's excited when he sees someone. And so I can spray it, put it in the wash, almost speed wash, bring it back out, set it up, easy peasy. All right. The third thing that I'd really like to mention, or the third category of thing I should say, is having some nice at-home gates. Um, some people might use baby gates. I went online, I think I went on Amazon, and I found a couple gates that I once again liked the look of, because if you like how it looks, you're more likely to keep using it. And we put them in strategic positions throughout the house. So we put one gate in front of our wicker basket that holds our olive tree in our bedroom, because he loves clawing at that little basket. And so we put the gate right in front of it, and he's completely forgot about it since then. So I'm hoping that that trains it out over time. We also have a sturdier white gate that we use to block off our kitchen and informal family space from our more formal dining and living room area. And that helps in a great way, because we can kind of keep him in the kitchen zone that we know is completely puppy proof, completely puppy safe, and he can roam around there freely when he's calm, when he's mellow, and it protects him from going in other places in the home where he can get into things, or from hurting furniture in other places in the home. So having a couple gates like that is never a bad thing. It can help teach your puppy kind of like the zones he's supposed to be in. And this is also allowing us to introduce one room at a time in our house, so it's not just crazy. Because I've also heard that puppies can get a little bit overwhelmed if they're given too much space. They kind of want the cave-like area. So our dog, he's really cute. He'll like to go kind of under the stools at our kitchen to kind of nest and sleep there. He likes to go under our coffee table. We've even put a mat there. He's just constantly looking for cave areas where he can find his den and be safe, in addition to his crate. And that is so cute to me. And it just, to me, reiterates the fact that he needs his little zones to feel more comfortable. Okay, in addition to those physical objects, I would like to talk about two cleaning products that made a huge, huge difference for us. So, one of the first ones, I believe it's called Nature's Miracle. It is a spray that you can put if your puppy or your pet does happen to have an accident. Not only does it remove odor and stain, but it does a great job of killing, I believe, the enzymes that are left behind. So, it doesn't train your puppy to keep having an accident in that spot, right? Dogs are really big about sniffing and marking their territory, and they like to go in the same place. I've noticed my puppy always likes to go in the same place in the yard. And so if he has an accident inside the house, I'll quickly spray it, clean it up really fast, no stain. And then he knows not to do that again, because he doesn't smell any of the enzymes that would have been left there. So the second product is actually this carpet and fabric cleaner that I found. I can link it below and also show a picture of it here. But it does an amazing job at new and old stains. So if he has a bigger accident, if he goes number two, I can quickly pick it up, spray it, get it all out, and it's like it's never even happened. Even if you don't have it right now, if you have a stain at home, I actually got it for the first stain, and it took a day to get there, and I was able to scrub it all out, and it was completely fine. So those two products made a huge, huge difference, and I would highly recommend them. They're not that expensive, and if you're really, really intentional about training the first week or two, I doubt you'll have many accidents down the road. Okay, so those are most of the products. It's not that much that I would recommend to protect your home. I will say, when I first got our dog, I thought, oh, this stuff is so extra. It's so not necessary. But once we actually had the puppy, and once we actually had to manage working remotely and being home with him and monitoring his behavior, but being able to accomplish other things at the same time, I found out how important those things were. I want to talk a little bit about other fun things and helpful things that we got and we tried too. So one thing that we do is we do have a security camera that we use on his playpen and his crate when we leave the house, so we can see how he's behaving, just to make sure he's safe. We also did a couple of different things. We like to tether him, so we'll take his leash. We got a strong leash and harness, and we'll tether him to different places in our house, like our dresser or maybe a desk leg, so he can be close and have free roam, but not go everywhere, right? It's a good practice for him to stay close by, but also to have his freedom. We got a lot of toys and, of course, treats, and that's something that your vet and your breeder or your local animal shelter can help recommend to you. But of course, we have so many in our house, and I recommend having a place where you can store them. We just happen to have a tub in our garage where we put all his excess toys, because I don't like having toys everywhere. Clutter really is not fun for me. I don't like how it looks, and it kind of can give me anxiety. So We store those away when he's not using them, and it kind of gives us peace of mind. We need him to be in the crate or in the playpen, but maybe he's not super calm just yet. We will use lick mats and other chew toys and Kongs and things that we can fill up, because I have heard that licking can create a calming sensation to relax your puppy. And that's another way that we really trained him to love his crate. Hopefully you learned something. I would love to hear your comments if there's something you would do differently. If you have a puppy, if you're thinking about having a puppy, what are the things that you've done to protect your home and honestly protect your lifestyle while introducing a great puppy or pet to your household? Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you can like and subscribe, it allows me to keep making videos for you guys, which I really love to do. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next one. Bye now.